Andy, for the people that don't know,
What's this?
We've played music for
Jesus
for quite some time.
I saw this one. I didn't realize it was on here.
We've played music for quite some time. We've been in our fair share of bands. We've gone to our fair share of concerts and shows, if you will. Let's just talk about some of our memories of whether it's being in a band or going to see a show or what have you. Who do you want to share first? Want me to go?
Sure.
So, me and a buddy of mine went to see Hatebreed, Shadows Fall at this place in Allentown.
Did you die?
No.
What a shame.
And Shadows Fall, or it was Shadows Fall.
Allentown, or
it was in Allentown. It wasn't Croc Rock.
No.
It was like the other.
It had to be Croc Rock because the only other one's up in
Maybe it was Croc
the R.
Rock. Maybe it was Croc Rock.
What's the R one? What's the R city?
Reading?
Yeah, Reading has wasn't the bomb shelter, what was it?
The Silo?
Yeah.
No, this was Croc Rock, I think.
Okay.
So,
yeah, Shadows Fall.
Shadows Fall was Shadows Fall played before Hatebreed, and I was watching everybody right in around the mosh pit.
Yeah,
and
we don't call it that.
This 7-foot tall dude just shoulder checked me so hard. I didn't even fall backward. I just scooped backward. And he just laid me flat out. I was on my back, and I didn't even know what happened. I was just like, what just hit me? And he, no sooner did I hit the ground, he's there extending his hand to pick me up. And I'm my brain at the point, I was like, hold on. This guy just shoulder checked the absolute piss out of me. And he's already being like, let's go, bro. I got you. I was like, this is can I be mad at this point?
Was that the first time in your life you had your world rocked by a man?
No.
Okay. That's important to know. I am definitely not going to sleep on the couch.
I wouldn't.
Croc Rock was cool.
I've only been there twice.
We played there once.
Never played
I think
there.
I went there twice.
Yeah, I never played there.
Yeah. That was like the Wall of Death. I went to see A Day to Remember with Papa Roach.
Wait, what?
Who else played that show? There were a couple others that played that show. Down at UMBC.
A Day to Remember Papa Roach.
Yeah, so we're in the gym or whatever you want to call it, their athletic facility. I think Hailstorm played that show too.
What the fuck?
It was weird. But A Day to Remember did A Wall of Death, and
the worst.
Dude, this kid got messed up. I mean, that was a lot of blood. His face, his nose, I don't know who the hell hit him, because it wasn't me. I swear. But yeah, he got messed like that. I mean, you basically, so you think about it, you got a stage in the front, you've got the basketball court that's got the thing over top of it. It's dark as hell. The bleachers are, pseudo back. And you just have probably 3,000 people who split down the middle and then just frickin' plow into each other in the middle.
I saw A Day to Remember at Ram's Head, and it was so jam-packed in there. I put my foot on the person in front of me on their back, and I tried to open up a section around me. I had both feet off the ground, leaning against the person behind me, and nothing was moving.
Well,
it was the weirdest and one of the most tight shows that I've been to.
Ram's Head's pretty
space-wise.
small. I mean, it's got
And
like
that
the
was like peak A Day to Remember. Like I think that was right after Homesick came out.
Okay, so that was like 2009.
Yeah.
I mean, so
It
like
was,
they have multiple stories there, which is cool, but it really isn't that big.
I enjoy Ram's Head. I like that place.
So do I, but I think some of the like more popular bands
That's where I saw Limp Bizkit.
are better suited for like the power plant live stage outside. Side note, that Wall of Death was on the bell hit after Disrespect Your Surroundings. Bing! Who did I see at Rams Head last? That was Bayside. No, I saw Bayside there. I saw Bayside, Census Fail.
I've seen a ton of bands there.
Hawthorne Heights. Did Story of the Year play that one?
It wouldn't surprise me.
They may have. No, so I was at Pier 6 Pavilion when I saw Story of the Year Yellow Card.
Yeah. That
Mayday
was the one I
Parade.
wanted to go to, but I wasn't paying $100.
They need another guitarist.
Nope.
They need another guitarist. They do. Yellow Card fucking killed that show though.
Oh, I bet.
They have like that drummer from like Sweden or something now, and he hits all of LP's parts. I mean, it was tight. The hell else did we do? So Bayside, I did see Set It Off at Rams Head as well.
I saw them at Baltimore Soundstage.
They got a lot better over the years.
I never really cared for them. They were like okay when they played live, but I was just like, move along.
Well, Cody, like the whole premise was that Cody got big from that video with Alex from All Time Low when he pulled him up on stage. So that was like a big thing, and then his dad died, and he wrote a song about that, and it was really good. But they had like animatronic skeletons and with like fucking light up eyes and like talking and shit. And it was
interesting.
Now I gotta find this shit.
There was a time that I randomly, a buddy of mine called me and asked if I wanted to go see Evergreen Terrace. Evergreen Terrace and
Evergreen Terrace
and D's Nuts in New Jersey. And I was like,
who's D?
Okay.
Remind me to tell you about the time Tyler and I went to New Jersey after this.
We drove down to New Jersey. I forget the venue. I think it was like Hangar or something. I think it was called like Hangar 18 or Hangar 81 or something like that.
Hangar 18.
And First Blood played that show too. So I was like, yeah. Evergreen Terrace was playing, and they played No Donnie. So I ran up front to sing along. I leapt up on someone's shoulders, and the vocalist took the mic and put it down to like let me sing the part. He legitimately shoved the mic into my mouth. It went into my mouth. And I like as I went to sing, it was just mic into the mouth. And he looked at me simultaneously and like gave me that look like, I'm sorry. And then I was just like, it's okay, I think. That same show, when First Blood played, right when they opened, like they just open on like a bunch of like open notes and everybody goes fucking crazy. There, like, it was a pretty small venue, and like on the right side you had a wall. So like I was standing in the back, and I watched this dude just swing his fist and sandwich this girl's head between the wall and his fist, and she just dropped to the floor so fast. They crowd surfed her to the entrance. Just like unconscious, just whoop.
Well, that's one way to get him out.
It was very, very strange. Another strange one is I went to see Hatebreed again at Rams Head. This was at Rams Head. It was Hatebreed, Job for a Cowboy, Terror, Every Time I Die.
Fucking Census Fail.
So
Love senses fail.
during every
My
time I
belly's showing
die,
again.
during every time I die's set, this girl was crowd surfing, and there's that gap between where the barrier is and the stage.
No.
She went up over our heads, landed in that gap. The bass player from Every Time I Die walked over, looked down, and goes, "Is she naked?" So I literally wasn't even paying attention. I looked down as soon as I heard him say something. She was legit butt naked. Bare ass naked. You could see everything. We were just like, what? So security came over and they had a blanket and put it over her and I don't know why she was naked, but she was. It was so dude, she ate so much shit head first, just right into floor barrier stage.
I mean, every time I die comes on, I get naked as well. But
Then there was the time that we saw Twitch Tongues at Charm City Art Space, which very, very small venue. We had no idea what they sounded like. We heard one song, and we were like, okay, they're not super heavy. They opened with the heaviest song that I've ever heard, and everybody is just going absolutely bonkers. And we still have our glasses on, and we're just like, what is going on here? Is this the same band? And that was wild.
Are they the band that plays in Drop B?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Or they hit fucking open and it's just everything rattles. Boom. It's do you have a bass for a guitar?
The time that I saw Story of the Year at Baltimore Soundstage, we got VIP tickets. So we went down, we had a meet and greet with Story of the Year, Hawthorne Heights. So we went around and met all of them, and that was a crazy experience for me because Story of the Year has been my favorite band for forever. So getting to meet all of them was cool. We got a picture taken with them, and then we got to watch them play acoustic before the show, which was really sweet. And they just kind of sat and chilled, talked, answered questions, and then they played, which was fucking so damn good. The time that Hawthorne Heights was supposed to play an actual venue, they canceled the show, and Hawthorne Heights was like, "Is there any place around this place in Pennsylvania where we can play?" And Skid Row booked them in the garage. So they booked Hawthorne Heights for the garage. Just a straight.
Wait for it. Because he sounds just like he did.
Okay, we don't want to get copyright.
Fuck you guys. This isn't an actual copyrighted recording. It's... Blah, blah, blah.
So they literally booked and they played in a garage, and I just showed up.
Well, it was Skid Row Garage.
Yeah, I think we paid $5. And they played, that was when they were playing Silence in Black and White from front to back. Dude, there were people crowd surfing on a mattress in the garage, pressed against the ceiling. That was so insane.
Mick Heiser is the man.
There was a time when I worked at that pizza shop. Everyone was going to see Blink-182 in Hershey. And I was bummed that I couldn't go. My girlfriend at the time was like, "Hey, I have an extra ticket, you can go, or we can, you can come along if you can get off." So I called off, and I was like, I just left work because they were like, "Yeah, you can go." And I was like, "Fuck yeah." So I got to go see Blink-182, which was gnarly. Come to find out, the only reason that I could go to that Blink-182 show was because the guy she was cheating on me with couldn't go.
That's messed up. That's next level fucked up.
So That's cool, I guess.
I wouldn't do that shit if I was you.
And then there's the time where I saw Limp Bizkit at Rams Head. That was fucking so good. Any other moments for you here, Andy? I feel like
I was supposed to tell you about one of them. What was it?
When you and Brandon went to New Jersey?
No. Brandon and I didn't get it. Starland Ballroom. You remember Tyler? Ty.
Yes.
What's his favorite band?
Silverstein?
No. It's the Starting Line.
Oh, I always thought it was Silverstein.
No, I'm the one that gets pissed off when you discount Silverstein.
I don't
anyway.
discount Silverstein.
I mean, Silverstein's up there for him, I'm sure, but the Starting Line...
Ever since I've known him, he's been like Silverstein.
The Starting Line was like super cool to him for a minute.
Well, yeah,
so
I know that.
They do their holiday show at the Starland Ballroom every year.
Mm-hmm.
I got tickets. Well, like before you joined Heart, like that the month after that all started, and we trekked out to Starland, and dude, State Champs opened.
I was never too big into State Champs.
They are amazing live. Those guys bring some energy. I did not drink, but Ty. What a ride home. Because we were crowd surfing. I mean, you name it, we did it that night. And Taking Back Sunday played too. I believe that was that night. Because I also saw Taking Back Sunday in DC last winter. That was like a short show that one of the radio stations did for free. The best time seeing Taking Back Sunday was at Power Plant. And I guess it was like 2013 or 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew the bartender at Angel's Rock Bar. So after the show, we got to go up to Angel's Rock Bar, which happened to be the green room that night.
Yeah.
So I used to have this picture of me with one other dude and Adam Lazzara from Taking Back Sunday. Meeting that whole band was really cool because that was when it was like Eddie, Mark, Adam. Fred wasn't in it at that point.
Yeah.
But they had what the hell was his name? The one. Damn it! I think Sean Cooper may have been back by that point. I don't know. Matt Fazzi was playing lead guitar. That was a lot of fun. Bayside at the Auto Bar with my guys from work. We went there one night and went to the casino afterward and actually wound up not going back home. We just went to work the next morning. And everybody was wondering why we were wearing the same clothes.
No reason.
It got to the point where we kind of like left at 11 o'clock. We were like, yeah, we're just going to take a half day.
Reasonable.
The hell else? Have played with Quiet Drive at Club 19 once.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, so that show, Andy actually played it too. Quiet Drive showed up and they were like, yeah, we're not playing last.
Excuse me, what?
And we were just like, you guys are literally the reason everyone is here. There's no, like, it doesn't make sense. And they're like, yeah, well, I mean, we want to get out of here early. We want to go back home. And we're like,
okay.
And then Andy's just like, I will play last, but you guys have to say that you opened for me. Priceless, man. Priceless, because they said it. Like, and they were good. Like, you could tell, like, they were good. They weren't very nice.
We played at the Champ when I was in, I think we were Burning November at that time, or maybe we were As Daylight Dies. I can't remember. But we played at the Champ with Waking the Cadaver. And we were like, oh, shit. Like, that. They were, like, the cool, like, death grindy band at the time. Like, everybody was on them. And we were like, fuck yeah, like, we'll play with Waking the Cadaver. We played with our friends in Hamilton Fish at the time. That we played with them like everywhere. We were best friends with them. They were awesome dudes. So it was us, Hamilton Fish, and Waking the Cadaver. I think one of the other bands canceled, and I think there was one other band. I couldn't tell you who they were. And we played with Waking to That. They were fucking dickheads, dude. Absolute dickheads. And I'm pretty sure that they stole the drummer and Hamilton Fish's cymbals.
Well, you were with us when we opened for the Spill Canvas, right? For the guy from the Spill Canvas?
No.
Nick? Or whatever his name is?
Wait. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
When you know who, like, the tour manager was definitely, like, trying to...
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I forgot
and she didn't even realize it. She was, like, so oblivious.
That was when we went to the hookah bar, right?
Yeah, so we went... We played the show, and then we went to the hookah bar, and then after the hookah bar...
That tour manager was weirdo. Yeah. Wow, I forgot about that.
So...
Then there were like we'll go on to like shows that we've played.
I played with Chitty Bang.
So the first show that I ever played with my like high school band, it was our first like actual show, and it was at Club 19. So we were like, hell yeah, we get to play a legit venue. It was like March. And for some reason, we just had a like straight up blizzard. Like it just snowed like shit. And we were like, we have to make it. Like we can't not play the show. We have to go. So me, Jake, and I think it was Ty piled into I want to say it was like a 4Runner that Jake had. And we were driving to Club 19. And we were going down this hill that was snow-covered. And we legitimately did a 360 in the vehicle. And didn't lose control, didn't hit anything. We were just like, holy shit. We get to the venue. All the people that were there were just the bands. Nobody else came.
Sounds like a regular Club 19 show.
It was bands playing for bands.
That's all Club 19 really
that
ever
that
was.
Was pretty much what Club 19 was for a majority of the time, yeah. But... it was such a disappointment because it was like we went through all that trouble to get to play the show, and that happened.
I remember when it was Top Flight out back.
Yeah.
What was our first Club 19 show? It was definitely with Late Night Affair.
I played a lot of shit. I broke my bass at Club 19. I broke my bass, and Steve hung it from that little balcony that was above the soundboard.
You want to hear something messed up? Well, It's not messed up, but it's crazy. Steve was my neighbor.
Really?
When I lived in New York.
He
was in the house right behind mine.
That's interesting. Steve was a cool dude. Well, to us young lads trying to play shows.
Steve was never not a cool dude. Steve just...
And he recorded our first EP. We recorded it at Club 19.
So did we.
Really?
Yeah. And then never released it.
Yeah, we recorded our first EP at Club 19. And after the funny thing is afterwards, he took us back and showed us like all the 19 Star Drum stuff. And he got into old Wings Ripped Out merch. And he just let us have a field day with it. Dude, we took like one of each shirt. We took CDs, stickers.
I want the Hollywood and Vegas stuff. That was good stuff.
Dude, that was so cool for like us being in high school, like playing shows, like someone to show us that kind of hospitality, and like he would contact us to book us for shows.
He was literally like 3 or 4 years older than us.
That's it, really?
Yeah.
No, he was older than that.
No.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. I didn't know
He's
that.
the only guy I've ever met that, like, I've met a lot of people that name their guitars. Only guy I've ever met who had 2 PRSs from the custom shop named Lady and Luck.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Along with a Collector Series DW kit.
The first show that I played with in-ear monitors was when we played for Heart for Hire.
Oh, yes.
That was an experience because we played it was like a what? I don't even know what was it. A benefit show? We played in the auditorium at.
It was Thon for them.
Was it?
It was their mini-thon.
Yeah, we played that, and that was fun. Like playing shows with that band was really fun. Like, was a lot of fun. Besides the drama,
It could be.
That
I mean, it could be.
But the in-ears was weird because like I've never played with that before, and it was just so weird. Like not hearing what's going on around me, but hearing what's going on around me through headphones.
Your own little mix.
It was so strange.
Yeah, that was a good show. The show I remember the most from that, which is odd that I remember this show. I probably shouldn't remember this show. We had can't remember if you were there or not. I feel like you were, but Andy played guitar with like opposite Ty, and
No.
Julie didn't play at all.
Wait.
It was at Soundstage in Baltimore.
Nope, that wasn't me.
And I remember it distinctly because we covered Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And there was one part where like literally everybody screwed up. Andy looked at me and I did some weird fill and it went right back in perfect time. And it was like, okay, we got through that. Can we finish the fucking song now, please?
My favorite show that we played in that band was the Sweet 16 show that we played.
That was the most fun.
Dude, that was the most like feel like a rock star kind of moment because we played our set. We played like half covers of just like whatever we knew. Didn't we play our set again?
Mm-hmm.
We played our set twice. Played whatever covers we could think of. And dude, they were like we were signing CDs.
They were happy.
They gave us like all the pizza that was left over. Me and you were in the back of the van eating pizza, throwing the crust out the back door.
Wait, was that my van or was that a rental van?
I think it was a rental van. Either that or it was Julie's van from something.
Yeah,
I think it was a rental, but it wouldn't surprise me if like she had some connection.
I'm pretty sure I had gotten rid of the van that I had during Rosie Lakes right at that point. Yeah, that was a wild show.
Dude, there was another. We played a show down in Maryland when we were in As Daylight Dies, and it was a place called the Mud Puddle. I think it was in Maryland.
Puddle of Mud?
I think it was in Maryland.
Puddle of Mud was my first concert.
And they were filming for an episode of Wife Swap.
Oh, boy.
So, like, any shirt that you had with, like, logos on it, you had to turn it inside out. We had to put tape over our amp logos and stuff. Because
That's not you guys' problem. If they want to show up and show, like...
Well, this was, oh, God, like, when we were in high school still. And... They like every band had to do that, so we had to like cover up all that stuff. We had to sign waivers and stuff. On our way down to that show, Jake had just gotten his gallbladder removed like a week or two before, before then. Dude, his farts were the rankest thing I have ever smelled.
Ugh.
And Ty's dad was driving, so Ty's dad drove us down. And he locked the windows so that we couldn't put them down. And Jake was just ripping the most disgusting farts. And Ty's dad was just having a fucking blast. Dude, he was like, yeah, you can't even air it out now.
But, like, he had to be in it, too.
I think he put his window down.
Oh. Well, I guess that's a little better.
It was awful. I think we were in some we were in a truck. No, I think we were in a van. And he had a fucking I don't know if I should say this, but his dad had a mini keg in the back. So he just drank beer while we played the show, and then we all went home.
Well, hey. One in Rome.
Dude, that was a really fun show. And I think like there was like a 10-second clip in that episode of Wife Swap that showed us, but other than that, it was like other bands that weren't us. But that was fun. You played Warped Tour.
Yeah, a couple times.
A couple of times?
Yeah.
I was out of the band at that point.
No, that wasn't even with Heart for Hire.
Well, you guys played. Oh wait,
No, I played with Rosie
you weren't
Likes
in.
Red.
You weren't in the band at that point, were you?
No, and then I played before Rosie Likes Red. I played Warped once. When we played with Rosie Likes Red, that really was like a crazy experience because so we played the Ernie Ball stage with all the local bands, but Mayday Parade also played that stage, so that was kind of like, oh, okay. We had people like fucking lined up to sign shit to meet us just for no fucking apparent reason. It's like
that kind of stuff is like super weird. Like when you're just a local band. Like you're not.
Yeah.
That's like when we played like our little weekend tour when I was in Common Ground. Like when we played in Syracuse, which was like the first stop. Everybody like sang along to all of our songs and they were like screaming in our faces, like they knew every word, and it was just like, dude, what? Like, we're in a completely different state. I know none of these people, but they know every single word to every single song.
We so every year down in Ocean City they have H2O International, the VW Fest. We played that. Yeah. So we took the fucking van. It was a 91 Ford like E250 cargo van. Like it had probably 280,000 miles on it. We took that bitch down to Ocean City with a PA that we left there because we had to get back to play a Sweet 16 that night, and we couldn't wait for the other bands to finish, but they were using our sound. On the way down, some of the people in the band were feeling good and started spray painting the windows and shit, not thinking. And on the way back, we hit, I guess it was a deer. I swear it looked like an antelope, but that bitch, like, we just conked right up over the fucking van.
Dude, we, when we did our weekend run with Common Ground, we took my Ford Escape. So we borrowed some equipment that we couldn't take from the band that we were playing with, Separated, and they had a trailer on their vehicle. I think they drove a van. So it was us and my Escape, and that was a pretty tight fit. And we were driving, I think it was, we played Syracuse, and then we played Oneonta or Oneonta, or I can't even think of the proper name of it. And we were going from one place to another, and my friend, our vocalist at the time, Jody, was driving, and he took this turn, and like half of us were like sort of like trying to sleep, but like not really. And I look out my window because I'm on the passenger side in the rear. I look out my window and all I see are headlights, and I'm like, Jody, what are you doing? And he like guns it, and he's like, man, I don't know, these streets are crazy up here in New York. And I'm like, you don't say. How about let's not wreck my car?
Dude, yeah, I mean, it was some wild shit all the time.
Dude, those were some of the best times. That was like playing, like when we played our last show in Common Ground at Charm City, and Cruel Hand played, and like they were a pretty big band at the time, and like we finished our set, and then when they played, they were like, yeah, it's a shame that band's done. Like those dudes were tight. And I was like, hey, let's not call it quits, huh? Let's keep going. But everybody was trying to do other stuff. Just one of the many times I've been let down in bands.
Most recently, I actually recorded a band at Warped.
Like, wait, what?
I recorded a band at Warped. Like, I took my entire rig to Warped Tour in Columbia, Maryland, and recorded their live set.
Interesting.
I was Have Mercy for a video because Todd played a Harbinger.
Oh.
Like, I built it. It was this super nice champagne sparkle wrap with 2 flame maple inlays and, like, full tilt. So we were doing a promo video, so I, recorded that and did a video of, like, a behind the kit. And once I finished that, they played first in the morning. So I just packed up my stuff, which proved to be a lot easier because there was a USB out on the mixer for the front of house. So it was literally just piggyback. Didn't have to set shit, and got that, put it back in the car, and we had all access all day. So,
you just unlocked something for me. When I finished school for sound engineering, I did a volunteer job at Purple Door. So I was stage crew, and I was on main stage crew. So I got to work with August Burns Red, Project 86, I think is the other band.
mm-hmm.
1,000 Foot Crutch.
Probably Skillet.
No, it wasn't Skillet. This rapper named Lecrae. He's a Christian rapper.
That's the thing.
Yeah, dude, he was the nicest, most genuine dude I have ever met. Easily. There was a couple... Family Force 5. Which, dude, okay. So, that band. Crazy. Crazy band. They had 16 guitar cases, or amp enclosures. Road cases with wheels. And we had a little lift on the back to the stage where we could put equipment on and lift it up so we didn't have to carry it.
Did you put it all on at once?
No. So we had to carry 16 cab enclosures. They were lights. They were for lights. We had to screw in all of the light bulbs for each speaker hole. And they had a wardrobe that they had all set up too. So they had this big giant road case for wardrobe and stuff, because he had these Hulk fists that he put on his hands that were wrapped in aluminum foil for some reason. And the drummer was actually really cool. He when they were playing their set, I was watching, we were watching side stage because we were stage crew, and he's playing. He has his stick. He loses it. He hits the cymbal. It flies out of his hand, flies across stage, lands in front of me. I pick it up, and he looks at me, and he goes, and I just toss it to him, and without missing a beat, he just snatched it. And then he gave me that look hey.
That's awesome.
Dude, that was a really cool experience. Especially setting up for August Burns Red and standing just on stage basically, and just watching them just obliterate the place.
Oh, one buddy
we had all access passes and stuff. I still have my all access pass somewhere.
He's the front of house for them now.
Really?
For ABR. Yeah, he actually played drums for a short time for Versa Emerge. Way back.
Holy shit, that's a band I haven't heard of in a long time.
Yeah. And before that, he was in Oh the Story. That sounds like a better experience than my post-recording Warped Tour experience, because I just got shithoused, and I vaguely remember first getting yelled at by the vocalist from Silverstein to get the fuck off the ramp, and then crowd surfing to Silverstein. I have proof. There's
when
proof.
I was running stage crew, that Lecrae dude was supposed to be at stage at certain time, and it was that time, and everyone's asking where's he at, and we couldn't, nobody knew where he was, and he came around the stage after 15 minutes past when he was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, dude, where have you been? You're about to go up in 30 seconds. And he was literally just in his van reading his Bible. Apparently that's what he does. He just sits in his van and reads his Bible. I'm whatever works, man.
Just the Bible, right?
Dude, he's a legit dude. Oh, ABR when they played their set, they were like overtime, and we had to start like turning off their we had to start like turning off their equipment, and they were not happy.
During recording.
Holy young buck.
Used to look good. Oh. Yes, sir.
Man.
It's true. It's and there's the behind the scenes pic.
Oh, was that the dude that you were there to record?
That's the snare I built.
Dude, the snares that you built were tight. Tight.
Yeah, our shit was good. Oh, YouTube is not receiving enough video. What the fuck is this bullshit?
Oh no!
YouTube is not receiving enough video to make ends meet.
I gotta bring that whatchamacallit thing down here.
We're dropping frames like a... Oh, shit. We're dropping frames like a stuck pig in war.
The whatever router thing.
Yo,
here.
who fucked up your internet?
I don't know. Shouldn't be. Our internet's baller, so I don't know why it would be getting messed with. But.
We have over 1% of frames dropped here. This is not a good frame drop rate. Listen, I gotta tell you.
I'm trying to think of any other like.
I've dropped a lot of frames in my life.
Show
many
memories.
frames. Millions and millions and millions and millions and millions.
Lagging.
Flagging. I saw Newfound Glory. Actually, I met Newfound Glory. We got to hang out with them. Down at the Fillmore in Silver Spring. Lagging.
Oh, the Fillmore. Dude, that's such a hike. It was so much longer of a drive than I thought.
A little bit.
I saw CKY and him
A little bit.
at the Fillmore. It was worth the
You
drive.
can't call it him. It's his infernal majesty.
Shut up.
You know who I want to see again? I want to see AFI.
I could go my whole life without seeing AFI and be pretty okay.
You don't like old AFI?
Not really.
Oh, you're weird.
Was never a fan.
I can't wait for whatever the fuck that festival is. It's the first time that my daughter will see in Berlin.
What festival?
But whatever it is up in Harrisburg.
Oh, the one that I sent you.
Yeah.
With Stick to Your Guns.
I'm not worried about that. Dude, she was named after one of their songs, so it's gonna be like
Stick to Your Guns.
like she's so excited.
I want to go to that so bad.
I don't know how I'm gonna.
I want to go to it so bad.
I need to get tickets.
Give me tickets too.
I'll think about it. What the? You'll be like 2 days from having child.
No, I won't.
She will.
No, she won't.
It's September 22nd.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No. No, it's not. It's like the 15th or something.
It's not.
I swear it's not that late in September. I feel like you're lying to me.
I am not. What's the festival called?
It's not a festival. It's like 20 years of tears or something like that. I should have it right here. Because I sent it to you not long ago.
This is the 13th. Yeah, it's the 13th. Okay, it's not that late, but
Yeah.
shit, I really need to get something.
Yeah, get me tickets while you're at it. I'll pay you in Trident layers.
Okay.
And something wicked you will never forget.
Oh boy.
I'll give you that.
I just like I don't know how I feel about Matty Mullins doing the thing.
All I want to see is Hawthorne Heights and Stick to Your Guns. That's all I care about.
I also don't know if I should actually pay for VIP tickets or if I should just text the guitarist.
You should probably just text the guitarist. Don't tell me I can't go, Alicia.
Yeah, it's only $40.
Yeah, $40 I don't have.
Well. Yeah, he ain't go. All right, you're going. You're definitely going.
Dude, I want to see Stick to Your Guns in a bad way. In a bad way.
Why? It's just stick to your guns.
I love that band.
Well, that's one thing, but
I love that band so much.